Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to the launch of this year's Ocean Hack for EU, which we're starting today with this event. I'm very excited to welcome all the participants to today's session, and I want to welcome not only the participants who are joining us for the hackathon, but also all the ones that have joined us for the kickoff for today's event. So just a quick reminder of what we're doing here today and what we're going to do over the next few days. First of all, this event echoes the Mercator Ocean International's mission towards global ocean knowledge for a sustainable ocean, aligned with the UN Decade for Ocean Science for Sustainable Development vision. It also reflects the aim of the EU mission, which is to restore our ocean and waters, to protect and restore the health of our ocean and waters through research and innovation, citizen engagement, and blue investment. Quick reminder that this event is brought to you by the Copernicus Marine Service, together with Mercator Ocean and us here at Garage 48, who are very happy to be part of this event. Today is the launch of the hackathon, so we're starting this today. We have a lot of eager teams to start working. We will talk a little bit about the agenda for the hackathon. We'll also talk about how we got here and a little bit about the topic areas that we have for this event and why this event is so important for everyone involved. So, first of all, to talk a little bit about the topic areas. So we've defined a few topic areas for this event, which hopefully inspire the teams and the participants to come up with innovative ideas to help tackle challenges that are global challenges, but very important for the oceans. So let's get down to the different topic areas. So we have inspirational ocean. How can the ocean inspire everyone? How can educational apps and outreach programs be created? And how can interactive learning material for marine conservation awareness be developed? I know a lot of teams are working on this, so I think this is one of the most important areas for the participants at the event, the inspirational ocean. Then we have a powerful ocean, which is also a very important topic. It has to do with how can we use and monitor the power of the ocean? How do you design offshore renewable energy projects? And how do we assess risks in offshore oil and gas platforms? How do you do monitoring systems for accident prevention to be implemented? So very important topic as well, powerful ocean. Then we have a living ocean. How can we monitor the livability of the ocean? So how do you protect and restore marine species and ecosystems and ensure sustainable approach to fisheries and aquaculture? So that's the living ocean. Then we have a healthy ocean. How can the health of the ocean be monitored? How can people who need to regularly access and monitor water quality be supported? And how can harmful algal blooms be predicted, monitored, and avoided? So lots of topics to deal with healthy ocean, which is also very important. Give me a second. I think we're experiencing some technical issues. Some people are reporting that they can't hear. I don't know if it's just on Zoom or if it's also on YouTube, but I'm seeing that some people are having trouble listening, saying on YouTube it's also muted. Let's have our tech team double check from our side the mic is on. So I think they can hear it. I'll just maybe the people in Zoom who are saying they can't hear, if you can hear me, let me know. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just okay. So YouTube should be fine, yeah? Some people are saying YouTube is also muted, but okay, now they can hear us. Very good. So for those of you who just started listening, just quickly recapping what we're doing here today. So this is the kickoff for the Ocean Hack for EU, brought to you by Copernicus and implemented by Mercator Ocean. We've been going through the different topic areas that are relevant for this event and how important this event is for the sustainability of the ocean and the alignment with the UN Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development Vision. It reflects the aim of the EU mission to restore our oceans and water and to protect and restore the health of our ocean and waters through research and innovation, citizen engagement, and blue investments. So Mercator Ocean has an international mission towards this global ocean knowledge. And we already covered a little bit of the different topic areas. You can see all this information. I think the participants know quite well what the different topic areas are. I've covered them briefly, and the participants have already selected the teams that they want to join and the ideas that they will choose to tackle at this event. So let's talk a little bit about the timeline and how we got here. So this kickoff is a continuation of a series of events. So we're not starting this from scratch. We've already had 3 pre-events. In fact, the first pre-event was the kickoff of the whole program, where we introduced the topic areas and we introduced the data sets that participants can use. A very important component of this hackathon is data. So we expect the teams to use some of the data that's made available by the different data providers for the event. Then we had 2 matchmaking events and pitching, so the teams could present their ideas and get team members to join them and kind of form those teams that will be present at the event. And we've been onboarding the participants to the hackathon Slack. Hopefully all of you listening are already on the Slack. If you're not, then check your inbox. You should have an invitation because most of the action is going to go there. We'll cover that in a bit. And today is the kickoff for the online hackathon, which lasts until the 7th of June. Let's look a little bit more in detail about the actual agenda for the hackathon. So it starts today and it lasts until the 7th of June. Now, the important bits are what you see on the screen. So this is the agenda. Today we're doing the kickoff with our opening words and kind of getting all the teams together in one place and starting to work. As soon as we're done here, teams are free to start working and start developing their ideas. They have a few days to get something done. The whole point of this hackathon is to go from an idea that they start off with today until having an actual prototype built and ready to show the world what they plan to keep developing. Then after today's independent work, tomorrow we kick off with a checkpoint. Checkpoints are very important parts from the hackathon. They are mandatory for all the participants. And basically at the checkpoint, what we want is to hear the plans that the team has made for the hackathon. So each team is going to come to us and tell us what they plan to build based on their idea and their concept of a prototype. And they will tell us what kind of help they need. And then we have an amazing team of mentors who's ready to assist the teams in helping them build those prototypes or help to give them feedback on their ideas. So the mentoring happens right after the checkpoint until late afternoon. We will have mentors dedicated to the teams, and teams can book times with them using their Calendly links. And after this and in parallel, the work is obviously going to continue. So the first day is kind of busy with mentoring and building prototypes. On the third day of the hackathon, so 5th of June, we have another checkpoint. All the times that you see listed on the screen, it is CET, so Central European Time. And you should take that into account when looking at checkpoint. The checkpoints are going to happen on Zoom. The teams are going to come, and one by one, we will see on 5th of June what is the progress the team has made over the last couple of days, what plans they have for that day and until the rest of the hackathon, any problems they have or any issues they might be facing where the mentors or the organizing team can come and help. Then they keep on working. Mentoring will happen again in the same format as the previous day. And towards the evening of the 5th of June, we will have a pitch training where we will coach the teams a little bit on how to present their demo on the final day of the hackathon. So we will give them some quick training, quick tips on how to prepare for the pitch. 6th of June, You know it. We start the day with another checkpoint where we want to see the prototype. We want to see how far you've gotten at this stage of the hackathon. How advanced is the prototype so far, and what kind of help do you still need to get the prototype in shape? Based on that checkpoint, we will also assign some mentors to you, and then we will do the first pitch drill sessions. There will be individual time slots for each team to present their pitch to a team of mentors who will give them concrete feedback on how to improve their pitch. And this is very important because you will be essentially judged by that pitch that happens on the last day. And on the 7th of June, there will be in the morning the second pitch drill. So this is your last possibility to get feedback on your pitch from the mentors. And we have the deadline to submit the demo set at 12 o'clock CET. So the deadline to submit the final demo, which means by that time, everything needs to be done and ready. And after that, all we have left is relax and wait for the final demos that happens in the afternoon. Then the jury has a little bit of time to decide on the winners. And then we have, at the end of the day, the awards ceremony. So it's a packed agenda with a lot of work, a lot of mentoring, and some coaching sessions to help the teams prepare the best possible way for the demo. As I said before, the whole point of the hackathon is really to get you from an idea to a prototype with the help of mentors so that you can test your ideas during this hackathon and see if there's some way to move forward and if the prototype helps you to test these ideas in the real world. If there are any questions regarding the hackathon agenda, make sure you write them on the Slack or on the Zoom. I see a lot of participants on Zoom. You guys can wave and say hello. All the teams are eager, I'm assuming, to start the work. Before we actually go to the work, I want to share some quick notes on important things to keep in mind when it comes to the flow of the event and how this event is organized. So a couple of important tools you need to remember. Everything is going to happen on Slack. If you don't have Slack, get the Slack. And if you don't have an invite to join Slack, please get in touch with the organizing team so that you can join Slack. All the communication, important announcements, the teams will have individual channels where they can work, and mentoring sessions, and a lot of different things that are going to happen on Slack. So please make sure you have Slack on your phone. Make sure you have Slack on your laptop or desktop, because most of the important things happen on Slack. So that's the first one. Second, checkpoints are mandatory. So as you saw, there's going to be a couple of checkpoints, 3 different checkpoints where we will check the progress of the teams and offer our advice on how to move forward. The checkpoints are there to help. So the checkpoints are there to check on the health of the team and see how far you've come. And then you tell us what kind of help you need. Based on what you tell us at the checkpoint, we will assign mentors to you and ask you to book time with the mentors using their calendar. Make sure you use the mentors' help. They are here to help your project. So take advantage of the fact that you have amazing mentors coming from different fields that can help you with the data, that can help you with the UX, that can help you with structuring your thoughts and make it more presentable. So make sure that you use the help of the mentors, and we will share the availability of the mentors starting tomorrow. And don't forget, the deadline to submit the demo is 12 o'clock, so noon CET on the 7th of June. There was some confusion about the exact timing, whether it was 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. It is 12 o'clock CET, so Central European time. And this is the time zone when we refer to any times during this event. Also, an important tool for you, especially for the checkpoints and some of the mentoring sessions, is going to be Zoom. If you're a participant, you're most likely already using Zoom, since that's what we use for the pre-events, and that's what we're using also now for the kickoff. So make sure you have a good way to access Zoom for the mentoring sessions and for those checkpoints, and be ready to use it during the rest of the event. Someone was asking what happened to the chat on Event Tornado. The chat on Event Tornado was very helpful and useful for the team formation, but for the actual event and to get things going, we will switch to Slack. So if you're still on Event Tornado Slack, Event Tornado chat, make sure you join the Slack where you have all the teams, you have all the announcements and the organizers there. Having said that, now is a good time for any questions that the participants might have. So if you're on Zoom and you have questions, I please ask you to write them on the chat and we will do our best to answer. As we saw on the agenda, today, Monday, is very much about independent teamwork. All the teams are ready to start their work. And the way this is going to be done is, first of all, make sure you have the whole team on Slack, use Slack to chat between yourselves, and then potentially organize a couple of calls or meetings between you to structure your thoughts and understand what do you want to get done during the hackathon. Take into account the final demo is going to be a short 3-minute pitch together with a demo inside. So you need to start thinking, what do you want to build during the hackathon? I know during the pre-events, when we were talking about the teams and the ideas, a lot of you had very wide scopes, what you wanted to do. Today is the right moment for you and your team to narrow down that scope and see what can we get done with the resources we have, with the team we have, to make the maximum impact during this hackathon and make sure that we can come out of here with a ready-built prototype that was going to help us demonstrate the power of our idea to the outside world. So most important focus area for today is narrowing down the scope, understanding everyone's roles, everyone's responsibilities, and how you're going to start splitting up the work. And most likely today, and if you haven't done so already, you should also start looking at what data sets you want to use from the ones that have been made available. The mentors are also going to be joining Slack during today if they haven't done so already. So there will be some help available throughout the day if you really need it. But the help of the mentors on individual mentoring sessions starts tomorrow. So for the teams, this is also very important for today, start to understand what kind of help do you need. So that tomorrow at the checkpoint, you can tell us what help you need from the mentors and we can start assigning mentors to you. It's going to be a full-packed week of a lot of work. So I don't want to steal too much of your time today because hopefully the teams are all ready to start working. The independent work is going to start soon. So from my side, I don't have anything else to say. If there's no other questions on Zoom, and I don't see any questions at the moment, then all I have to do is wish the teams the best of luck. Hope you find any missing resources that you might still need. Take into account the Slack is still filled with a lot of participants that many of them might not have a team. And for the teams that are looking for some extra help, perhaps today is the last opportunity for you to find some missing skills or missing members from the participants that are on Slack. Having said that, that is it from my part. I wish all the participants the best of luck, and I hope that you meet all of us tomorrow at the checkpoint number 1, where we will see what is it that each team wants to get done for the hackathon and what is the prototype going to look like, and we can start offering help to the teams. So I don't see any more questions. I hope everything is clear. If not, make sure you are on Slack. The organizers and the mentors are going to be there. I will be there as well, and we can answer any questions you have on an ongoing basis. But for the kickoff of this Ocean Hack for you, on behalf of Garage 48 and the organizers, that is all I have to say. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and best of luck to all the teams. Let the fun begin, and the hackathon starts now. Thank you very much.